Hi Leo, welcome to your June 2020 Taroscope. This is for Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and even Mercury because Mercury is how we communicate. And that's what, gets us to basically where we are in life, right? So that's why I always include Mercury just because I feel like it is important. But obviously, and I want to say this is a general read, so if this message does not resonate with you, check your other placements. I am working on getting everyone up. I did Aries before yours, so that should be loading. But all the air signs are up, so if you have air sign placements, you can check all the air signs. If you have water or earth, I have not done those yet because after you, Leo, I'm going to do Sagittarius. And then I'm going to move to earth signs next, and then finishing out with water. So if you are new to my channel, how I do my videos is because since I record off my phone and I upload directly from my phone is I shuffle 8 cards. 8 cards, and then technically the 9th card, which is the overall energy, off camera to save time because these, depending on what the message is, it will take me anywhere from like 22 minutes to 40 something minutes to do your guys' videos. So, as you can tell when you go look, it's all like different lengths and stuff. So, that is it. For those who follow me on Instagram or other places, I'm sorry I haven't been doing my daily tarot. It's kind of hard with everything that's going on right now. So I am just trying my best to still do the taroscopes. All right, guys. So let's jump into your read. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you aren't used to my channel, what I do is after I go through these cards, I clarify with my after tarot deck. I get some sex magic cards, some romance angels, and notes from the universe. Alrighty. Let us begin. So, your overall energy, excuse me, I feel like I have to burp. Your overall energy is the Six of Swords. So, if you don't know, swords do represent air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an air sign, or you can have air sign placements that are important. But if not, this card, the overall meaning is moving on to calmer waters, moving on to something better, and more emotionally fulfilling, moving on to something that's happier, or just moving on. You don't have to yet like be at the end of it where you like have now figured out your like new destination or whatever, but it is for sure you are moving on. Okay? So or it could be the person you're dealing with is moving on, and I just want to say I know that sometimes we can pick up like the cross-watcher's energy, cross-watcher, or just like the other person you're dealing with, it could be more their energy than yours, just so you know. But again, so yeah, I think with the Six of Crowns, I don't know what I was gonna say. With the Six of Swords being your overall energy, I do think it's just you are moving on, or the person you're dealing with is moving on. Okay, because your first card is the Fool card in reverse, which to me, I feel like there's a lack of, there could be a lack of communication, there could be a lack of nice things going on between you and this person. There could be selfishness, I feel like there's definitely a lack of good things going on, and the reason why I feel like that is because every time I see this card upright, even though he's kind of like, looks like he's gonna walk off off the cliff and stuff, it's like, it's that blissful, like, ignorance thing, right? But, like, ignorance is bliss type of thing. Or, but this card is also about, like, having extravagance. And I guess in some ways extravagance can be bad, but, when it's in reverse, I just feel like there's a lack of good things. There's a lack of fanciness. There's, like, decorum, Like, I think that if you are having an issue with someone right now, there might be a lack of like good energy between you and them, or just you're not having good energy. And you do have the Strength card, which, Leo, this is your card. So you could be dealing with another Leo, or this, regardless though, the Strength card is like either trying to remind you that, hey, you are a lot stronger than you think you are, like emotionally, mentally type of thing. Or it's saying like, hang in there, it's gonna be okay, things are gonna work out for you, you just gotta like hang on. Or that's what it's telling the other person you're dealing with, like they need to hold on and hang on and have strength and be resilient and know that it's gonna be okay. Your next card is the Moon card, which the Moon card can represent a Pisces. So again, you could have Pisces placements. Your person you're dealing with could have Pisces placements. If not, or you can be dealing with someone who has like Pisces like type of like energy. But if you're not dealing with a Pisces, I would definitely say that there is some type of secret, mystery that is going to be coming to light and going to be known. I don't know how well it's going to be received, but there is some type of secret. If it has not yet been revealed, it will be. Because then you have sorry, that's my cat meowing outside, and she missed her opportunity to come in, so now she's got to wait till your guys' video's done. So you have the Devil card in reverse, which can represent a Capricorn. If you are dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements, I would say if you are dealing with a Capricorn or you have Capricorn placements, things are not in a good place right now. Okay, and if you aren't dealing with a Capricorn, this card is about like temptation and seduction, toxicity, and I feel like since it's in reverse, there is either a lack of temptation and seduction, or like a lack of toxicness, or you're stuck in a toxic cycle. But I hope it's more of there's a lack of toxicness, which that means you're coming out of a toxic cycle. Honestly, I think there's a lot of stagnation just looking at this, because you do have the Two of Pentacles, which Pentacles can represent earth signs, which Capricorn is an earth sign. If not, the other earth signs are Taurus and Virgo. And the Two of Pentacles, to me, well, upright, this is about like having lots of options, weighing your options, figuring out what you want to do. And it could be the simplest thing is like, do I want a blue purse or do I want a red purse? Do I want a red car? Do I want a blue car? Or it could be something big, like what do I want for lunch? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? Do I want to date this person or this person? It's, it's weighing options, weighing your options, balancing, trying to figure out what you want to do. So a decision needs to be made, whether it's on your part or maybe the person you're dealing with. And this could also apply to work, like you may need to choose which job you want to have. Or maybe you're a boss and you need to kind of figure out if you want to fire someone or not. Something like that, right? It is definitely weighing between two options. However, you got the card in reverse. So to me, that means either a decision was made and it didn't turn out well at all, whether it was you or another person who made the decision, or it's just no one is doing anything at all. It's just complete indecisiveness where it's stuck in stagnation. Because then you have the Judgment card in reverse. So there was a situation that either, again, the judgment or like the answer to it is not what you wanted or is not what the person you're dealing with wanted, or it's stuck. It's not going anywhere. And then you do have the Emperor card, which can represent Aries, which I did do Aries read before yours, and I think they did get the Strength card, and actually I did theirs like 2 nights ago. So yeah, I think some Leos out here maybe having something with an Aries, or I don't know, but this card does represent an Aries. If not, this card is about like, it could be a boss or an older man, authority figure, someone who has authoritative energy. And it could be masculine, it could be feminine, but it's someone who has authoritative energy. And if not, this is about like a perfect person for you. Male or female, it's like it could be whoever your ideal partner is. Um, it's like saying that yes, you are, or your ideal person is coming. It's like a confirmation that either your ideal person is coming, this person is your person, someone views you as their ideal partner type of thing. It could be that. And then you have the 10 of Wands, which represents fire signs, which you and Aries are fire signs, and the other one would be Sagittarius. So the 10 of Wands to me is like bundling all of your stuff together and trying to move forward. And 10s are always about a completion and ending of a cycle. So you can be coming out of a cycle where maybe there's a lack of movement, a lack of creation, a lack of having bunches of ideas, lack of like, not really seeing people, not really doing anything. And I feel like you're moving on to the next phase. Whatever it is, I think you're moving on and ending something. So now I'm going to clarify, because Leos, there's a little couple different things that could be going on here for you guys. Can I clarify the Six of Swords for Leo? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury. What do you have for Leo? Okay. Yeah, so you have the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying it. So I think you're anxious, you're kind of nervous and scared about moving on. Like you or the other person you're dealing with feels like if you move on and decide to walk away from it, like you're messing up. You're putting yourself in a bad spot, So I feel like that, like, there's anxiety about deciding to move on. So you're kind of like stuck. And that's probably why you haven't really made a decision about anything, is because you're not sure yet what you should do. Can we clarify the Fool card? Can we clarify the Fool card for Leo? Yeah, see, so Aries' message was like, this person, if this is a Leo who has something with an Aries' message was that they need to let whoever they're dealing with go and move on, because, they're just, the person is giving Aries scraps, or Aries is giving the person they're dealing with scraps, and it's like, no, it's not okay. There's someone in the situation needs to move on. So the only reason why I bring that up is because Aries had the Emperor card as well, and they have the Strength card, and you guys, Leo and Aries, you both have the same card, those two cards, and they also have the 10 of Wands, but they had it in reverse. I don't remember if they had the Devil card. I think they had the Moon card as their overall energy. Yeah, and then to clarify, the Fool card is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I really think that there's just like a decision that's not being made, or the decision was made, and like whoever, there's one person does not like the decision, or maybe both of you don't like the decision that was made. That's interesting. Okay, can we clarify the Strength card? Because I want to know everything. Okay, so you have the Two of Wands, which this card is about having the world in your hands. Now, it doesn't have to mean you have every single thing, but it just means like so many things are spinning your way. They're working out. You might have abundances in areas where you didn't have abundance. And when I mean abundance, I just don't mean financial. I mean like an abundance of health, an abundance of good friendships, an abundance of romantic love, abundance of sex, abundance of just happiness, abundance of good food. Like, you're gonna have lots of good things coming your way if you are able to remain strong, or if the person who's dealing with the Leo is able to remain strong, because you never know who this is for. But Leo, yeah, I want to say I really do have to say, just in case it is connected, just in case there's a couple of Leos and Aries connected, whoever is giving the other less than they deserve in the situation, you need to stop, because the other person really really does like you, and if you really like them too, like, stop being like stupid, like really stop being an idiot about it, and just tell them how you feel, reconnect, because if not, either they're the person who's moving on, or you're gonna have to force yourself to move on, because, like, I feel like one of you is really just gonna be like, no, I'm done. This is only now, but either way, the situation is the same thing, whether you're actually dealing with the Aries or not. I think it's pretty similar. So to clarify your moon card, you have Ace of Swords in reverse. So to me, there's there's a lack of movement. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of thoughts. There's a lack of sharing thoughts. So I think that before you maybe reveal how you feel, or you reveal a secret, an answer, you need to, or before reacting to being told the truth about something, I think you need to look within and think about it before sharing your thoughts. Or you shared your thoughts and it did not go well. Can we clarify the Devil in reverse in this read, please? Yeah, but Aries. And you have the Seven of Swords, which to me that is about when you have too much stuff on your plate. Well, upright, it's about having too much stuff on your plate and then not being able to see all these other things where you kind of get yourself into some mess. And to me, I feel like with the in reverse, you are either coming out of being in that place or you're currently stuck in it. So yeah, with these pair together, I think someone took on too much too fast, whether it was taking the relationship too far too fast, taking on a work project too soon too fast, and it was too much, and it kind of ended up becoming toxic and not good for you, something like that. And what about the Two of Pentacles in reverse? What do we have for Two of Pentacles in reverse here? Oh, Temperance. So you got Temperance. So yeah, I think that there's definitely a lack of patience. We could be dealing with Sagittarius, because this is Sagittarius' card. So there's probably a lack of balance, a lack of patience is usually what the Temperance card to me represents. So yeah, I definitely think that because there's a lack of patience, someone is being impatient and not getting an answer. It could be you. You haven't received the answer you wanted and you're just really impatient about it. Or vice versa. The other person is wanting an answer and they're really so impatient where it's getting on your nerves. Or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius who is not making up their mind. Or there's a Sagittarius you haven't made up your mind about. Okay, why is Judgment in reverse? Why is Judgment in reverse in this read? Because of the Four of Swords. So again, swords represent air signs, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which you've had a couple of swords pop up. But this card is coming out of depression, coming out of sadness. So I feel like you are coming out of being upset. You or the other person you're dealing with is coming out of being upset of whatever the decision was. Whatever the decision was, you or them are coming out and being upset over it. Okay. And can we clarify I'm going to try one more time. Can we clarify the Emperor card? Oh. All right. These are the two cards I want to keep coming out. So, all right. You have the Five of Swords and the King of Cups to clarify the Emperor. So I do think that there was a petty fight, an unnecessary fight between you and this person, and it's caused bitterness. There's a petty fight. It was ridiculous. It was lame, and it caused bitterness between you and that person you're dealing with. Whether it was you who caused the fight or they did, but it was like the result ended up causing bitterness between either the both of you or one of you. And can we clarify the 10 of Swords? You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Did I say the 10 of Swords? I meant the 10 of Wands. But you have the Knight of Wands in reverse, which to me that there is a lack of passion. There's a lack of movement. There's like, I would say there's no movement or no passion, or it's just like because you don't know what to do, it's stuck, and there is maybe this passion there, but it's kind of like not going anywhere. Okay, what else does Leo need to know for June 2020? This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury. What does Leo need to know for June 2020? Give me 4 cards. So yeah, Leo, if you are dealing with an Aries, they were pretty much told that they need to let you go. Like, for real. Give me 2 more cards and I will show you guys the cards. This one. And one more. Yeah, if you're dealing with an Aries or you were hurt by an Aries, like the message was like, move on, let go. If it's not an Aries, there seems to be like something needs to be, okay, so the first one for additional things that you need to know is the 6 of Cups. So something new or someone new is coming in. You got the Queen of Pentacles, which I think there is a lack of trust or a lack of like a foundation here. A lack of like nurturing feeling there. Which is interesting because you also have the Queen of Wands, which then to me it's like there's a lack of passion. There's something new coming, but like I feel like maybe you aren't as invested in it, is what I'm seeing, Leo. There is someone or something new, and you just aren't as invested. You aren't as you aren't passionate about it. Because then you have the 8 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of Pentacles and Swords in this read. So, and Cups too. So yeah, I think whatever it is, you're just not feeling it. Or the other person is just not feeling it. Like, either they're not feeling trying to move on and talk to someone new. You're not feeling moving on and trying to talk to someone new. Whichever one it is, it's kind of like, well, I think you have unfinished business with the person and you need to deal with it. Or they have unfinished business with you and they need to deal with it because it's causing some blocks, I think, for both of you, actually. Like, you guys are connected. Okay, for sex magic, your first one is the 4 of Wands, which I will clarify in a bit. Which that looks fun and playful. Sex on a swing. Riding someone. Okay. Give me 3 more for Leo for June 2020. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. Yeah, I don't remember if I did sex magic cards, Leo, when I did your read last month. Okay. We have the World card, which, very funny, Aries also got that, and they got theirs upright too. So yeah, I do think that there is some Leos and Aries, or you can be a Leo with Aries placements. You can have Leo and Aries placements. I have Leo and Aries placements, so, you know, maybe this message is for me, and it's like, let go. Okay. This is the Ace of... No, it is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords in reverse. And one more for Aries. Okay. It is the 8 of Wands. That one looks fun too. I will show you each card individually again, just because this is the deck that I am still learning, and just because the meanings are so different than the regular and after tarot. Okay, so the first one was Four of Wands, which is this one. So it's playing. Sexual intent is born of play and enjoyment, just as harmony is born of happiness. So yeah, I would say you need to have fun and enjoy good things, but if it's like neither of you are happy in this situation, or only one of you is happy in this situation, it's not going to be as fun. It's not going to be as harmonious and happy. And I'm not saying it has to be a serious relationship, but if you and the other person aren't having fun hooking up, like, if one person isn't having fun, what's the point? You know what I mean? Okay, and then the World's card was next. I feel like I've read the meaning for the World card in this so much. Okay, the World card is about gratification. Touch ensues continuity, a gratifying and complete relationship, peace, and lasting happiness, a serene family. So, obviously, touching and, getting gratification is good. But yeah, I think that you really need to make sure that this situation is making both of you happy, and don't force yourself to stay in a situation that isn't making you happy. Don't force someone else to stay in a situation that isn't making them happy, because in the end, it's not gonna bring good things. It's gonna make things worse. So then we have the Ace of Swords, which Ace of Swords is, which you've got it in reverse, but I'll show you what it looks like upright. So that's what it looks like upright. So in reverse, it's about bonding. Accept that bonding means giving of oneself. It means accepting doubt and transforming it into trust. So there is a lack of bonding. It's in reverse. So there's a lack of bonding. That means there's a lack of trust. And, every relationship, even like friends with benefit situations or work situations, whatever, if there's a lack of trust, it's not going to work, And the last one was Eight of Wands, which, look at that, Eight of Wands. All right, Eight of Wands. Let's find her. Eight of Wands is savoring. Pleasure in and of itself is like the essence of springtime. Savoring eroticism as a pastime allows you some breathing room. So, obviously, it's kind of saying, yes, you can have fun and have sex and do all that. But make sure there's some, you savor it, too. But, everyone, I feel like, is different and has a different, sex drive. So, but also, emotionally, are you savoring things? If that makes sense. Okay, Romance Angels, what do you have for Leo for June 2020? It's hot as hell in this room. That doesn't fall. Okay, so you have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, so you need to someone, either you need to apologize to someone or someone needs to apologize to you. And this card doesn't necessarily mean the person is coming back to stay. It just means that there needs to be closure in this situation. So someone needs, you or the other person really needs closure in order to move on. And if you aren't giving that to someone, that sucks. And if you know someone needs closure from you in order to move on and to be in a better place, and you can give that to them, I would say you should do it and give it to them. Because then I feel like if you are feeling guilty about things, you're going to feel less guilty. So if you can, give the closure. If they need to give you closure, I hope they do it. If you need to ask for it, ask for it. But there needs to be closure in the situation. Now, yes, it could mean once you guys have closure and you heal and work through things that you could get back together with someone. It could mean that. But it very much means like you still need closure, need to heal from this situation in order to be in a better place. Both of you, one of you. Okay, give me 3 more cards for Leo. 3 more romance angel cards for Leo, please, for June 2020. Yeah, Leo, I don't know if you're dealing with an Aries, but like, okay, you have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Okay? Seriously, if something doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't lead yourself into a situation where, like, you didn't need to be in. Ooh. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. So, yeah, for right now, this situation is not working out. You need to let it go and move on, or they need to let it go and move on from you. And they're maybe ignoring the red flags that it's just not going to work with you. But, like, I'm going to say, if you are someone who can give someone closure and give them a closure so then they can actually see that they need to let go and move on. All right, and give me one more card for Leo. Either way, someone needs to give the other, I think, closure so they can let go and move on. Yeah, because once you realize all this, you're going to have a new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Or, you know, once this person you are kind of dealing with, or, you know, your cross, if I'm speaking to Leo's cross watcher, I don't know why that word gets me so tongue-tied. You need to either heal on your own, ask them to tell you what you need to know so you can heal and move on. And when you come into a situation, pay attention to the red flags. Something doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. And look, this situation, there's not enough love here. There's not enough chemistry, you know, whatever it is, it's not working. And once you accept that and heal and move on, I think it's someone new is going to pop up into your life. Okay. Now, notes from the universe. What do you have for Leo for June 2020? Yeah, Leo, I think either way that you need to let go and move on from this situation. You need to tell someone that they need to let go and move on from the situation. Oh my gosh. This universe card that fell out is a card exactly that Aries got. So I'm going to say that there's definitely some Aries and Leos who are dealing with each other. You could be like me and have Aries and Leo placement. Oh, that's too many. Alright, give me 3 more cards. How many did I say? I wanted 3, so that's fine. Okay. You beam, you glow, you glow, we beam. Thanks. And on the back it says, in case anyone should ask, your heart isn't so large because of your wings. It's your wings that are so large because of your heart. Sometimes loving so much can be pretty heavy. Thanks for all you've shared, the universe. P.S. It's not just another one of those nutty body algorithm things. So, on the front, you know, you glow, we beam. And then it on the back is telling you, like, hey, it's okay if you are someone who loves really hard because you've put so much goodness out into the universe, but, you know, like, you are also worthy of that. And then the next one is, yeehaw. And on the back it says, when it comes to choosing who will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us, the universe. And be true to yourself. That is so pretty. You may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. Tally ho, the universe. So Leo, if you don't know what's going on with this other person, and you're the one who needs like healing, and you're the one who needs to let go and move on from the situation, but like they're not giving you anything. Maybe they're going through a really rough time right now and they just can't give you what you need right now. You know, that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you, and it doesn't necessarily mean something's wrong with them. It just means they're just not in a place for you, and it really sucks when you meet the right person at the wrong time. So it could be that. I don't know, but I'm going to give you one more note from the universe. Give me one more for Leo, please. And then that. Give me one more for Leo. Give me one more for Leo, please, for June 2020. There you go. All right, and it is give yourself much more credit. I feel like someone else got this card recently. Honestly, could have been Aries too. A stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see, wow, even though I use preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. So, one, on the front, yes, give yourself much more credit than you deserve. And for what it means on the back, like, when two people really, really like each other and want to be together, whether it is romantically, platonically, whether it's like a work partnership type of thing, like, you and them are both going to put in all the effort to make it work. You know, you're going to show up. You're going to do what you can to make this situation work and be flourishing and be wonderful and great. And that doesn't mean you could have had a really bad track record before, or they could have had a really bad track record before. But now it's like, hey, I want to put in the work. And I'm not talking about a bad track record with you. I'm talking about a bad track record with other people. You know, and you could have someone who has had pretty good relationships and and then all of a sudden they're getting this one relationship where it's like really challenging and it's not working for them, and it's because maybe one person isn't putting in the work, or they're not putting in the work, or they're just not right for each other, so they keep butting heads and it's not going anywhere. But you know, like, that's what I want to say, like, about the whole, like, just because something may seem like it would work doesn't, is like in astrology how it says, like, you know, fire signs and air signs are compatible elements, and then other air signs are compatible with other air signs, and other fire signs are compatible with other air signs. Like, that is a possibility. It's like, yes, this is possible. You and this sign can be really well together, but like at the end of the day, if you know the other person or you don't want to put in the work to make things work, it's not gonna work, you know. If they're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to put in the work, it's not gonna work. But I really think this situation is like, you need to let it go, or either you need to let it go or the other person you're dealing with needs to let it go, because it's not going anywhere. There's a lot of bitterness and upsetness here, but like, and maybe you both need to heal from each other and reconcile with each other, but then move on and let it go. Like, I really think that's what you need to do, because I think you will find someone else, but you gotta let it go, okay? All right, Leo, I hope that helped, and I will see you next time for July. All right, Leo, have a good one. Bye-bye.